Hi and good morning adventure lovers, I'm Star Adventure and today I'm going to take a ride on board a 100-year-old locomotive. Yes, you heard me right, that locomotive over there is 100 years old. It was built in 1925 and it's so old that it doesn't have ATC communication. How cool is that? Anyway, the purpose of this trip is to celebrate the Western Main Line, which started the service with electrical trains in 1926. This model over there is the model D101 and it's one of the first electrical trains here in Sweden. But just to let you guys know, this train only goes to rare and special events and occasions. It doesn't belong to a company which runs the train every year, every summer, and you have to become a member or what. So this is a one-time life opportunity and I'm very happy to be a part of it. So let's go on board. Yes guys, I'm on board the train in first class. I'm just trying the first class suite and it's very comfortable. And I also have a train geek here.
Alltså heter jag är ju känd tågnörd. Jag har varit tågnörd sedan jättelänge. Idag är den speciella dagen här. Västra stambanan fyller 100 år. Det är därför man kör med de här vagnarna. Vi har ju 2 lok. Det är D101 och 432.
Har du en dröm att bli tågförare eller något?
Det vet jag inte så mycket om ifall jag hade velat, men det kan bli någon gång inom en snar framtid.
Hur kommer det sig att du inte ville åka till Göteborg?
Men det var för att det skulle vara framme för sent och det är så dyrt också, så därför blev det en lite kortare sträcka.
Ja, jag förstår. This is the schedule of today's journey. We just left Stockholm and have to stop at 10 different stations before arriving at our final destination to Gothenburg, which will take around 40 hours. It's going to be a very long journey, especially for us second-class passengers, but it will be worth it. Now we are arriving at our first stop, Södertälje hamn. Alright, let's take a walk around inside the train. Here, I'm standing at the first car, which I can see our second locomotive. Over here is a small corridor. This is how a second class car looks like. And you can also put your bags over the seats. This place is perfect for you and your friends and family to hang out. But if you guys need privacy, then you should sit here. Sadly, there's no wall here. Now let's go all the way to the bar. Every single passenger thought this was the first class, but trust me, it's not. Even though it looks like it. You can sit here wherever you want, and if you walk over here, you can see the bar and also a mini gift shop. And finally, we are in the first class. It looks very fancy here. In a different car, the first class seats are blue. Last but not least, here's the restaurant car. Only first class passengers can eat here. Nobody is allowed to go further back in the train, unless you're a staff member. After the restaurant car, you will find a kitchen car and a sleeping car for the crew to rest. That's everything about the interior inside the train. But now we are standing in the middle of nowhere to let the high-speed trains pass by before we do, because we go on a very low speed compared to the other trains. Anyway, most of the passengers came to the bar to buy snacks and drinks, and here's a list of what they are selling. The crew just changed the locomotive and the model D432 will take over the journey. She was built in 1936. Once I got on board the train again, I found an empty cabin for myself. The small table inside second class doesn't retract, and this belt is for the window to get closed. Overhead compartments are found, a tiny ashtray with a small trash box and a coat hook. There's also curtains. And now we are leaving Katrineholm. Alright guys, I finally have an entire cabin for myself. I never thought I would get it because back in Stockholm there were hundreds of passengers on board this train. Each cabin was occupied, but now there's less passengers. I don't know why, but I'm very happy to have a cabin for myself. Each cabin can fit 8 passengers. I would imagine how embarrassing it would be to talk to a camera with 7 strangers inside this cabin. But one thing I need to worry is about the heat inside this train. There's no AC because obviously this is an old train. Back in that time there was no AC, and if I open that window it would be very noisy, but it's okay, I'm not complaining. This is an old train. I was expecting for noisy stuff here, but I'm going back to the bar to buy a soda and then I will buy something from the mini shop. You'll see soon, but consider subscribing and follow my Instagram. After Katrineholm we stopped at Hallsberg station, and this station was very different. So many people wanted to see the old train passing by their hometowns, and many of them are old people who has memories from this train many years ago. Basically, they are feeling a bit nostalgic. And here we have another station full of people. This place looks like an old station from the old time, but it's abandoned. As soon as I got off the train at Skövde station, something unexpected happened. I guess the train driver didn't like the idea of people standing on the station platform. I mean, what else could we do? I know it's dangerous, but everybody wanted to see this train.
Som vi ska köra först med från Alingsås, det är 101 år gammalt. Och det är det första elloket som byggdes i en serie om 50 till just Västra stambanan lok. För att köra samma linje, det är byggt för. Och vi har kompetensen och kunskapen och resenärer som vill åka en hel dag med oss idag. Och det är fantastiskt att vara här.
By the way, look how the rest of the train is outside the station platform. Hopefully nobody falls. And now we are leaving Skövde station with 4 hours time left for us to arrive at our final destination. you need to charge your phone or any device, just go to the bar and you'll find a power outlet. Here I'm charging my phone. Suddenly, I saw that the crew was changing locomotive again, so I had to go out and see. When I did, they changed the model back to the previous one, D101. Alingsås was the last place for us to stop. Now we are heading straight to Gothenburg. But before we arrive at our destination, let me tell you about the price for this trip. If you wanted to travel from Stockholm all the way to Gothenburg in first class, it would cost you 2,695 Swedish kronor or 291 US dollars. But I decided to go for the second class, which cost me 1,375 Swedish kronor or 148 US dollars. The cheapest ticket is for a 30-minute ride that will cost a passenger 125 Swedish kronor, that is around $30. But I decided to go all the way to Gothenburg because I did some research and found out that this is a one-time opportunity and I didn't want to miss it. But if you want to take a ride on this train, just go to the Järnvägsmuseet's website and check what kind of trips they are offering. The link is found in the description down below. This train only goes on trips every 5 or 10 years, so there's a chance for you to take a ride on this train too.
Yes, tack så mycket. Det var trevligt. Vi ses kanske i framtiden. Ja, hej då.
Vi hittar ju inga sådana kartor.
Alright guys, I made it to Gothenburg, and let me tell you, this was the best train ride I ever had. It was so amazing. The crew was very nice, the landscapes were very beautiful, everything. But it was very stressful for me to see the train being delayed, because I didn't want to be stranded out here in the streets, because hotels doesn't allow you to check in after midnight. But I made it on time, even though the train was 30 minutes late. I'm not complaining, everything was amazing, and I would definitely do this again in the future. But that's pretty much it guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications, and follow me on Instagram if you love adventure. And I see you guys next time. Good day and bye.